So in this video, we're going to be talking about revisiting your goals. And now, one thing that's crucial is sometimes making what I say believable and more realistic. So we've got one of the people from the community, Nazeem. Now, what we want to do is basically get an understanding of what his goals are currently, and making sure that he can revisit his goals. And I recommend that you revisit your goals on a regular basis, because often we lose track of what our goals are and lose focus on the things that we need to be doing. So just using Nazeem as an example, just briefly tell me about your goals currently when you started about 2 months ago, and just briefly tell me what you're trying to achieve.
Well, what I want to try to achieve, that I want to be healthy for my kids. Has always been my highest goal. That's someone that I'm trying to be, like healthy for my kids, someone that they can look after. I mean, not look after.
Yeah.
I don't want them to look after me. I want to look after them.
So I remember when you first come in, there was a lot of clouded word. You said your vision was clouded about where you wanted to go in life. Could you talk more about that?
Yes. At the time, there's a lot of in my mind, like, why should I turn up here? Why should I working out? I've been okay with work. I'm happy with work. I'm happy with life, actually. I have 2 kids. And why should I work out? But then it hits me that when I play with my kids, I get tired easily. And then when you offered the program, I said, why not I join? So even though my mind is clouded, I came still clouded, but then that's where the program helped me.
Helped you in what sense?
To clear out the cloudedness.
Could you elaborate on what's been clearer for you?
Setting goals, setting challenges, things that I thought that I know, but I don't know. So learning new things does help me what I need to achieve.
So now, a lot of times people, when you mention your kids, health, they don't see the true link of fitness. How much has fitness played a part in you linking that sort of lifestyle with your kids and family?
Well, like I said, when I play with my kids, I get tired easily. I don't want that. I don't want my kids to beat me in the race. I don't want my kids to beat me in the game zone. I want to beat them so that they can set the highest standard, so that they know they can do better to beat me.
Yeah.
So first I need to better myself, better my standard and everything.
Awesome. So what I'm trying to get you to see in this video is about how revisiting your goals can be important. And even with Nazeem, while you might think working in a community and people are making progress, everybody's always making progress each week, each day. Sometimes it's not that simple. Now, this is why it's very important that not only if you're joining a community or you've got someone that you can speak to about being clear about your goals is important. Because if you're not revisiting your goals on a regular basis, you will often find yourself slipping back to old habits. Now, this is where you can come in. Would you agree?
Yeah. Setting habits really hard. That's my biggest challenge, because I'm used to that lifestyle. Like, my kids are already born when I have that habit. So sometimes it's really clouded not to work out, not to eat right, because I'm used to that. So that's setting a habit is really a big challenge. So sometimes I slip, but that's where I need to be accountable.
Now this is the part where we now start to see, we've noticed an area of like a boundary, a barrier that is hit. Now it's time to set the challenge. Now this may be relevant to you as well. Noticing where your areas that are hindering you and then starting to set a challenge. So maybe you can now start to set, what challenge could you set yourself this week that helps you link towards your long-term goal that can make you accountable? What is the challenge that you can set yourself this week?
This week. Come again?
So we talk about a challenge. Your goal is to be healthy for your kids. Is there any specific goal that you need to be doing or achieving in order for you to be healthy for your kids? What goals can you achieve this week to make you move forward to be that ultimate goal of health for your family?
For starter, I need to take care of my food. Like really take care of my food. Because why I said my food? Because I'm the one who's cooking at my place. And when I cook for my wife or my kids, I tend to steal some foods to eat. So that could be a challenge too.
So can we be more specific for the people watching so they can understand, rather than just hearing those things that sound good, what specifically is your challenge for this week?
I don't know.
Have a good think. What can get you on track?
You told me this. What I need to get on track is to hit 100 gram of proteins, eat nutritionally. And if I'm not doing that, the result shows from my body. And if next week doesn't show result, it means I'm not eating right.
So sometimes you'll find that a lot of people are like Nazeem, where it's hard for them to articulate a goal and to put it together. And this is why I say it's very important that you do find a coach. It's very important that you find someone that's able to listen and try and help support you. So this is how I'm going to help support Nazeem. So he sees that he's got to try and hit 100 grams of protein. He sees that he wants to try and eat nutritionally. Now for me, I don't want him to do too much. My goal for him is to see that he can aim to hit 100 grams of protein first. Meaning, if he's able to show the group and send me photos through WhatsApp that proves that I can support him on maybe adding a little bit more here, or he's getting closer to that goal, it means that we're working together to help him reach that goal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The other part, if he wants to add in vegetables, healthy carbs, healthy fats, that's totally on what his preference is. But the reason why for his goal per se is that he's doing a lot of strength training in the gym, and I want to help improve his lean muscle tissue for him to get leaner and to help him strip that body fat away. So that 100 grams of protein will be vital for him currently. So if we can agree on your first challenge is that this week, especially for the first 3 days, I want you to try and hit 100 grams. And then basically what we're going to be doing is tracking your waist measurements and also your current weight, and then maybe checking those clothes that you're currently wearing just to give you that feel. After those two to 3 days, we can assess whether the weight is coming down, the measurements are dropping, or even if the clothes are feeling a little bit looser. Now, sometimes people think that it doesn't happen that quick, but I can promise you, action is a beautiful thing. And when you're setting challenges and you're actionable, honestly, you won't believe the magic that sometimes happens, as they say. So that's the goal. Are you happy with that goal?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Good. And then basically, hopefully you can maybe check in with Nazeem, or even ask me if you go onto a DM how his progress is going throughout the time he's been with me, whether this is 6 months, 1 year. Hopefully he'll stay on track, we all stay on track. And remember that you can always join our community through WhatsApp. All you have to do is just drop me a DM and I can pop you in that WhatsApp group. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a DM at any time.